Namaste and welcome to this Kindness Gentle yoga class. Today you will need some props. You're going to need 2 blocks, foam or cork. I prefer foam for this class at least. If you don't have blocks, pillows will work just fine. And then a strap. If you don't have a strap, then maybe a scarf or a belt or a towel. Alright, we are going to start today on our back in Supta Baddha Konasana. So the soles of the feet will come together, the knees go wide, and just lower yourself down with ease. Take a moment, start to settle into the body. We're bringing one hand to the low belly and one hand to the heart. Go ahead and start to bring awareness to the breath. Slowing down the breath with each inhale and exhale, making it a little bit smoother and longer. Take a deep inhale through the nose, feeling the low belly expand as you inhale, and then exhale, release through the mouth. Seal the lips, start to inhale and exhale through the nose. And here we start part 1 of the loving kindness meditation. Start to call to mind someone who is very easy to love for you. It could be a lover or a family member or a friend, just someone who's really easy to love. Start to visualize them sitting right across from you. Noticing little details like the color of their eyes, what they're wearing, their demeanor. You can even imagine holding their hands or making some kind of kind, gentle contact with them in some way. Take a moment in your mind's eye, looking them in the eyes as they sit across from you. And to them you say, you can repeat this in your head, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be free from suffering, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be free from suffering. One last time, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be free from suffering. And just noticing with curiosity any feelings that start to arise within you. Observing without judgment how the body reacts. Just noticing. And then here we return back to the physical sensations of the breath, releasing that vision from your mind's eye, starting to return the awareness to the physical body. Can you deepen the breath a little bit more here, focusing on expanding the belly out and gently releasing on the exhales. Noticing how easy the breath is here, how smooth and softly it moves in and out of the body. From here, we start to slowly awaken. You can get the hands and gently bring them to the outsides of the knees and start to close up the legs like a book. When you're ready, hug the knees in, and however you want to get there, make your way to a seated posture. From here, we're going to take some seated cat-cow. So we inhale, heart comes forward, look up. Exhale, round through the spine. Inhale, heart forward, open through the throat, the heart, and exhale, round through the spine. Here's a side view. Same thing, inhale, heart forward, exhale, rounding through, just cat and cowing through the spine to gently warm up the vertebrae, whole body. When you are ready, find stillness in a neutral spine, and then we're going to clasp the hands behind us together. Gently open through the heart, really pull the shoulder blades together, and then reach the nose forward. And then gently release, and then we're going to grab our strap here. We're going to do shoulder flossing, and if you've ever done shoulder flossing, you know how it is, so get ready. Alright, so go ahead and grab your strap or whatever prop you're using as a substitute for a strap. So we want to hold the strap nice and long and have a little bit of tension, not like you're trying to break it in half, just a little bit. And we're going to go shoulder height to the front to shoulder height in the back. You want to make sure you're not bending the elbows as you move. You can see my arms are nice and straight here, and we want to try and keep that as we flow through. So if you notice that you're bending your elbow to try and get back, then you might need a wider grip on the strap. And then here, take a moment, maybe you can take a shorter grip on the strap. Maybe you need more space, so just adjusting accordingly as we continue on, going all the way forward, all the way back, and making sure to really stay with the breath here. It can get a little bit sticky. And then from here, we're going to pause in the sticky spots, which is normally about there for me and for most people. Pausing here, taking a few breaths, and then just continuing on with that front to back flow. And then when you're ready, come forward, release the strap to the side. We will not need it for the rest of the flow. And then we're going to stretch into the neck. So go ahead and bring the right hand behind you on the shoulder blade. Left hand grabs the head and pulls forward and down towards the left armpit. Noticing here where you're feeling that stretch. And then we go straight into the other side. I was trying to just demo that you need the left hand. Someone thought I was waving at them, and I felt bad because he waved back, so I just waved. All right, so this time the left hand is on the left shoulder blade. Right hand gently pulls the head forward and towards the right armpit. Breathing here. And then whenever you're ready, gently come out of it. We're going to do some side stretches. Option to stay in crisscross applesauce. Option to parrot me by taking this stance sitting on the heels. We're going to move the right hip off to the side. And then the left hand comes down either onto a block or onto the mat. Right arm lifts high, high, high. and we start to stretch through the right side body. You can imagine the ribs really opening or spreading out, finding space between them, and push the right shoulder back, like gently rotating through the upper body to get a deeper stretch. When you're ready, gently come all the way down, and then we switch sides. So this time left hip comes over to the left, right hand comes down, and then left arm reaches high, grounding down through the left hip. You can push that left shoulder back if you'd like to go deeper. Breathing here. You can imagine breathing straight into the left ribs, and exhale, just let it go. When you're ready, gently come all the way down, and then you're going to make your way into child's pose here. We're going to bring the knees wide and then toes to touch, big toes to touch. Sit back on the heels, and then we reach forward, forehead to the mat. You can always bring a block under your forehead if that feels supportive to you. And here we move into part 2 of the loving kindness meditation. Take a moment, start to call to mind someone who's very neutral to you. You have no bad feelings for, not really good feelings for, just someone who, when you think of them, you feel completely neutral. Could be a neighbor, could be the delivery man, the mailman, anyone you feel neutral towards. Starting to call them into your mind's eye, visualizing them sitting right across from you. Noticing as many details as you can about them. Maybe holding their hands or just putting a loving touch on them, holding their elbow, maybe one hand to the shoulder. You look them in the eyes, and to them you say, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be free from suffering. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be free from suffering. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be free from suffering. Noticing any emotions that arise. Returning to the physical sensation of the breath. Take a deep inhale through the nose, release it through the mouth. And then when you're ready, gently look forward, rise into tabletop. We tuck the toes and lift the hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees, step to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we fold. Root to rise all the way up to standing, and exhale, hands to heart center. From here, we gently lift through the right leg just to step it right back to warrior 1. Hands can come to the hips, gently pull the right hip forward, left hip back. We're trying to stretch through that right psoas, so like right where I'm touching that right front of the hip. Breathing here, we take cactus arms, take some circles with the arms, warming up through the beautiful heart and the shoulders, like we didn't already get enough with the flossing. And then when you're ready, switch directions, going the other way. Go ahead and take Kali Mudra, that yoga gun grip, pew pew. Arms come up overhead, and we really just focus here on magnetizing the heart to the sky, opening the heart to the sky. Use that right back leg as a stabilizer, really activating through it. And then when you are ready, with ease, slowly coming back through to center. From here, hands come to the hips. We pull the right hip forward, left hip back, and then start to straighten through the left leg and pull the heart forward. We're taking modified pyramid. Imagine plugging that left femur bone into the left hip socket. How does that feel? Breathing here, ground down through the left big toe. And then slowly come all the way up, step the right foot forward, shake it out, and then we step the left foot back. Warrior 1 on the other side. Hands come to the hips, right hip back, left hip forward. We're trying to stretch through that left psoas here. When you are ready, cactus the arms, and here we take really dramatic big circles with the arms, up and back. You can even just completely release the cactus grip and just go for big circles. Go ahead and do the other way as well. And then when you're ready, take that Kali Mudra, pew pew. Arms come up overhead. Once again, grounding down a lot through that left back leg. Inhale, heart comes high. Maybe on the exhales, we pull the heart towards behind us, or the fingers towards behind us. When you're ready, gently come all the way up, hands to the hips. And then we find length through the spine, right hip back, left hip forward, and we start to lean forward, plug that right thigh bone into the hip, ground down through the right big toe. Breathing here. We find pyramid pose, really getting a full stretch in the posterior side of the body. The whole posterior chain, come back up, bend through the knee, step the left foot forward. And then however you want to get there, make your way back to a seated posture. Take your time. From here, we're going to take a heart opener with the blocks or the pillows. If you have blocks, we're taking them just like this. So we bring one block vertical behind the thoracic spine, like behind the ribs, just like I have it right there, and then one block behind the head. Both on the lowest setting. If that feels like too much, you can bring the block behind the head a little bit higher. And if you don't have blocks, pillows in this formation will work just fine as well. So feel free to fidget, readjust the blocks in a way that feels supportive and good. There's a second setting on the block, and then the first setting. Let the arms be long by your sides. You can have Supta Baddha Konasana in the legs. You can have the knees together like that, or the legs long. So find a posture that is sustainable and feels good for you here. Moving into part 3 of the loving kindness meditation. Start to call to mind someone who to you is a little more difficult to love. Maybe someone who you struggle to love sometimes. Just calling them to mind, visualizing them sitting across from you, noticing any details about them. Maybe noticing that you are holding their hands or placing a loving touch on them somehow. In your mind's eye, look them in the eyes, and to them you say, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be free from suffering. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be free from suffering. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be free from suffering. Noticing any emotions that arise within you, observing with kindness and curiosity. Let that image in your mind's eye start to fade, coming back to the physical sensation of the breath. Start to reawaken through the body here, the fingers and the toes. And then whenever you are ready, slowly come up off the blocks. You can roll onto your side off the blocks, whatever feels best. And we will meet in a seated posture. Fidget, readjust, get nice and comfortable. Here in seated, we bring one hand over the heart, left hand over the heart, and right hand to the belly. Continuing on with the final and most important part of the loving kindness meditation. Start to call to mind the most important person in your life, yourself. Imagine that you are sitting right across from yourself. Notice any details about yourself in your mind's eye. See yourself holding your own hand. And to yourself, you say, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be free from suffering. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be free from suffering. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be free from suffering. Go ahead and bring both hands just gently placed over the heart center. Take a moment, notice any feelings, emotions that rise within you. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose, expanding through the ribs. Exhale, open mouth. One last time, deep inhale, filling up. Exhale, open mouth. When you are ready, gently blink the eyes open. Namaste. Thank you for joining me today. Have a wonderful rest of your day.